Thoe, and welcome to Sensing Vitality. I have a series of lessons I've been waiting to teach for a long time for hip stability, especially for people with hip replacement, either going into hip replacement or recovering, people with groin injuries, sport injuries, also with sacrum and low back injuries. This is an excellent series to develop stability in the hips for all kinds of activities, and particularly for walking. So we're going to start with stability today and feeling the bones that support your hips, all right? And that primarily is your sitting bone and your heel bones. So we're going to start with these very solid weight-bearing bones so the hip joints can relax but also feel support. So let's begin, and what you're going to start with is make sure you have a really firm, flat chair. It can have a thin pad on it, or a stool or a bench, but make sure it's very firm because you want to feel the sitting bone of your butt. I'll have a skeleton in a moment to show you that. And you can see the sitting bones here are like the bottom of a rocking chair. We really can roll over this area. So the sitting bone is the place that carries the weight of the entire upper body and the pelvis. And for hip joint pain, it's incredible relief to find your sitting bones and to really let the weight be carried there. Okay? So that's the first thing that we'll work with. And the other thing we'll work with is feeling the heel bone. Those two things are going to be the primary things in this lesson. So the first part we're going to do is you're going to very gently, and if you've got any pain in your sacrum or around your tailbone, really work lightly here. You're going to squeeze your butt very lightly, and with that same movement, make as if you're holding a bird in your hand. Squeeze lightly just to hold the bird. Maybe it's a hummingbird. Very gently holding. Inhale. Exhale and let the bird fly. Let your butt relax and see if you can settle deeper on your sitting bones. Do that again. Squeeze, hold your butt, hold the birds. Inhale. Hold and exhale. Let the birds fly. Relax in the pelvis. We're going to do one more time. Inhale, squeeze the butt and hold the hands. Hold the breath. Exhale, release your hands, release your butt. Soften your shoulders. Now, roll a little bit forward and back on your sitting bones. And you may not know where your sitting bones are. That's okay. Just roll a little bit forward and back. Not too far forward if you've had a hip replacement. You'll feel the restriction of that right now. But roll a little backward and come to a 90-degree position. Okay, so that's the first step. The second part is feeling your heel. It's very important to feel that bone because that's what supports our weight. A lot of people with hip problems sometimes are on the ball of the foot. That means the muscles are tightening. We want the weight when we're sitting, when we're standing, to drop comfortably through the heel. The rest of the foot is there for balance. So there's some weight through the other parts of your feet. Tap your heel. Tap it into the floor. Not too hard, but tap and listen to the sound of the bone. It's very important that you hear the tapping. And then pause and stop, and can you feel the connection of that bone? Now, we can tap on the legs to pound the bones to make that clearer. I have a whole series of movements in another lesson about this. But tap again, and tap the bones. Pound with your fist lightly. And tap your heel. What we're doing here is we're making a connection from the heel all the way through your hip, and eventually it's going to be through the top of your head so that you can trust that leg again. You can feel the support of that solid weight. It's kind of like trusting a ladder that's really on the ground so you can climb up it. So this is the base of the ladder, the heel and also the sit bone. Those are really solid anchors for you. So we're going to work with the other side now. You're going to start with tapping your heel and then feeling the bone. Sense the bone. Tap again. If you can't feel it, that's what this is for. We're going to pound the leg a little bit to wake up the bones. Try to sense the bones in there. You might have so much tension from holding yourself that you can't feel the bones. Be patient with this. I have some other tricks. Tap the heel again. Can you feel the heel now? All right. So now we're going to make it another step to make this heel connection clearer, even if you already feel the heel. I want you to get a rubber ball, a small super ball sized ball. It needs to be fairly small. You can also use a rock. Drop the ball. Great to take off your shoe if you can. Place it under the heel. And now we're going to push into the knee. Push into the ball. Can you feel the ball? You can move the knee a little bit. Push into the heel. You can tap the heel a little bit into the ball. Then move the ball away, and now tap the heel and see, is it clearer? Can you feel more? Let's try it again. This time, make sure it's on the heel bone. Tap the ball of the foot. The ball of the foot. You can feel it's a much lighter sound. Ball of the foot. This gets your ankle ready for walking. This helps reduce the strain in the hip joints. Let's take that away and tap the heel now. Push on the knee and see, is that clearer? And you can even move your knee a little side to side to feel the heel. All right, and then we'll do that on the other side. Put the ball under your heel. Press into the ball with the hand on the knee. You can tap very small movements into the ball. Tap, take away the ball, tap with the heel. So this little ball is very stimulating to the foot. All right, it helps strengthen the sense of alignment. Now let's tap the front of the foot. Tap the front of the foot. Try to keep the heel on the ball. Take that away and tap the heel again. Wow, it should sound different after that. With practice, you'll be able to feel and hear that difference. Come again. And now take the ball under the heel and now tap the ball of the foot, your forefoot. Tap it in the floor. Make sure the heel is on top of the ball. Take that away. Tap the heel, tap the ball, tap the heel. Should feel more solid now. All right. You can always, I don't think we beat this leg. You can beat the leg a little bit to feel the bones. Tap that heel. All right. Now we're going to add the biggest part of the loop is your head. Put one hand on top of your head and tap the heel. And see, can you feel all the way to your heel? This is going to be helpful for standing balance. Feel the heel, feel the top of your head. Now come to standing. Now go for a walk and feel the difference. Feel the difference in your legs. Repeat this lesson until you feel like, boy, I can really feel my sitting bones now. I can feel my heels, and then we'll go on to the next lesson.